All right, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Real Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. Jota. And, well, I'm going to make this video. It's a long video because there are a lot of information I've been gathering about the new coach, all the possibilities, all the coaches that are surrounding Real Madrid right now, all the names that we might see as new coach of Real Madrid. And now that we know that Massimiliano Allegri is completely ruled out because apparently he will sign as a new coach of Juventus at Turin, obviously there are two, even three options left for the bench of Real Madrid. The first one is obviously Raul Gonzalez. The second one is Antonio Conte. And now the last option popping up is Mauricio Pochettino. Pochettino, as you know, according to some information this morning that came out from The Athletic in UK, Pochettino has had some conversations again with Tottenham. So the thing is, Pochettino might be back in Tottenham because apparently Tottenham wants to Pochettino get back. I don't know for what reason, but apparently Pochettino is not okay, is not happy in PSG. Apparently he has a kind of disagreement or problem or argument with Leonardo, and they are not getting along. They are not having the relationship that a coach and a sports director might have. And all these things, all this reason might push out to Pochettino from PSG. But the problem here is that, as you know, over the last 2 years, Mauricio Pochettino has been surrounding as well Real Madrid as a possible coach. So now that he will be, sacked from PSG or he will resign from PSG, he might be attached as well to the bench of Real Madrid. But if everything goes normal, in my opinion, there are only two real options for the bench of Real Madrid. And those two options are Raul Gonzalez. But overall, even ahead of Raul Gonzalez is Antonio Conte. So in my opinion, I'm so happy because Antonio Conte is another, or is my second, or even my first option for the bench of Real Madrid. Raul Gonzalez, I like him. I like him as a new coach of Real Madrid. That would be great, okay? If Real Madrid announces that Raul Gonzalez is going to be the next coach, I will be happy and I will be okay with that. But if he doesn't, and then Antonio Conte becomes the next coach of Real Madrid, I will be okay as well. And the reason for that is because his character, his authority, his experience, it's a lot of things. It's a bunch of stuff that he has, Antonio Conte has, that I like for Real Madrid. And also, a lot of things have to be done in Real Madrid and a lot of things we need to happen in Real Madrid. And Antonio Conte is the right person to do that. And the reason for that is because he's the completely opposite character to Zinedine Zidane. He's not the kind of super friendly coach, super friendly trainer who tries to get along with everybody, with all the players and all the stuff. No, Antonio Conte is the surgeon. He's a surgeon. He's a very fussy trainer. And of course, he will put everything together in order to get the best squad ever. And if that means that he has to put some of the players, to the most important players, or some of the most important players out of the squad, out of Real Madrid, he will. He will not hesitate. When it comes to Antonio Conte, the things have to be clear. And if he has to talk to one or some or two or 10 players to get out of Real Madrid, he will. And that is exactly, in my opinion, what we needs to happen right now. If you review all the background of Florentino Perez as a president of Real Madrid, you will notice that the coaches that he has had, it's like a kind of back and forth when it comes to character and profile of the coach. If you look at all the way, if we go all the way back to 2009 when he hired to Manuel Pellegrini. Manuel Pellegrini was the kind of flexible and open and friendly coach, and then we didn't win anything, right? And then he was sacked and he brought into Jose Mourinho, which is a completely opposite profile, opposite coach, more surgeon, more strict, more, serious coach. And then when Jose Mourinho failed after the third season, then he brought back again to a coach that was more flexible and more open, like Carlo Ancelotti. And then in the second season, when Carlo Ancelotti failed to win any single title that season, he brought in to Rafa Benitez. And Rafa Benitez was as well, again, another super sergeant and a strict coach. And when Rafa Benitez failed again, once again, he brought in to Zinedine Zidane, who was more flexible, and over again. That has been happening in Real Madrid over the last 10 years. So that's why this move with Antonio Conte, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened eventually. Because in my opinion, Florentino Perez is looking forward to hire and sign a coach who really put everything together in Real Madrid. If he has to kick out to some of the players who are not in good shape, who are not in great shape, who don't meet the requirements or don't meet the expectations or something like that, he will. And Florentino Perez knows it. I think that Florentino Perez is a little bit tired of the style of Zinedine Zidane, trying to get along with everything, with everybody, with every single player, trying to play down all the bad things they do and things like that. So in my opinion, Florentino Perez right now is looking forward to sign a coach like Antonio Conte, because he knows that he can do a very good job in Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? So if Pochettino or even Raul Gonzalez, let me tell you what, Raul Gonzalez is very similar to Antonio Conte, because if he has to tell something to the players very straightforward, he will as well. Raul Gonzalez is a very straight shooter. Don't get me wrong. The problem is, since Raul Gonzalez doesn't have the experience and the expertise that Antonio Conte does, that is the only problem, the only concern of Florentino Perez when it comes to signing to Raul Gonzalez as a new coach. But it's still a very good choice for Real Madrid. If we don't sign to Antonio Conte, Raul Gonzalez is the most similar coach that we might sign to Antonio Conte. And the other thing is, if you sign to Antonio Conte, when it comes to formations, tactical adjustments, tactical organization and stuff like that, that is great, man, because his style is a very similar style to the one we have been using this season. The 3-5-2, 3-4-3, 3-3-4, with a 3-player back line and using a couple wingbacks. That is the most important. If you have two wingers like Odriozola and, for example, Miguel Gutierrez or even Ferland Mendy, that fits completely 100% the style of Antonio Conte. And also if you are able to sign players like Kylian Mbappe or, David Alaba is already signed, but Kylian Mbappe or any other top player or whatever it is, it's gotta be great, man. You can have a very good and decent and professional squad to win everything. And of course, all that by the hand of Antonio Conte, which is, in my opinion, the most, right or the most accurate coach for this moment. I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen, but in my opinion, Antonio Conte right now is popping up as the most possible choice from Real Madrid for the bench for the next season. So now let me know your thoughts about that. Just comment in the section below. And of course, subscribe to my channel, Real Madrid Hub.